5 seconds remaining. HellRaisers, turn to ban. OG's, turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. HellRaisers, turn to ban. OG's, turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. HellRaisers, turn to
Number one of our final series here today. This is technically a winter finals as well for what is Group B. The winner of this moves on to the playoff stage. What is the top 4 teams then duking it out for the one spot. The loser, they'll still have a chance. They'll just have to play again what I believe was scheduled to be tomorrow even. So we got OG versus HellRaisers here. Looking forward to this one. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Z-Rock, and we got OG.
10 seconds remaining.
As weird as this may sound, it's almost surprising to see them here with how the first series looked against SFT East.
Yeah.
Come through, and so they are here against now HellRaisers, who's coming off the 2-0 over Tuho, of course.
That they are, and it wasn't the most decisive 2-0, but they did manage to sweep the series. But yeah, as you said, OG just barely clinging to life in this tournament. They looked rough on their debut with this new roster. But I think a little bit of it is draft at the moment. They kind of drafted themselves into a weird spot in a couple of those games. I really want to see them stay away from PL this series. It really just did not look very smooth for them. It didn't really fit the style of Dota that I think they like to play. Even though they did squeak out one win with it.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah.
OG's, turn to ban.
This man is like single-handedly responsible for getting nerfs to this hero. It's absolutely insane what he can do. And very interesting, Wisp left up on the board, which we definitely have seen Fly play before. We've seen it be a fairly strong pick for them in a couple different situations, but I don't know if they want to jam it with an Earth Spirit. That kind of leaves your lanes awkward. You have to basically pick 3 solo lanes then, and then your Wisp and Earth Spirit roam around and assist them. But it definitely could be an option and something that HellRaisers does have to keep in mind.
HellRaisers, turn to ban.
Yeah. It's a very early Mirana. Like, it's nice as a flex because it can be ran as a 4, it can be ran as a mid, it can be ran as a carry. A lot of options for it, but it's kind of not excelled at any of them. So, wondering what they're going to do to pair with it to make it more successful. We've seen Naga as a pairing, we've seen Bane. Generally, you want one additional, like, long lockdown. Even Shadow Shaman would work.
5 seconds remaining.
Thinking back now. At least I know he's been pretty active in the FPL, and I think I've seen him playing it a fair amount, so I'd be surprised to see him end up with it in that mid-roll even.
Yeah, definitely could be.
But yeah, who do you pair it with then? As you're getting at there.
You still want some type of roam potential that can result in a kill.
One more ban on either side. Broodmother taken away from OG. A little bit of cheese factor there. Yeah, Lycan ban on the other side. Night Stalker is still there. Actually thinking about that.
That would be okay for HellRaisers here. It's a little... It's just kind of a bad Earth Spirit until the Ags eventually comes online, though. It doesn't roam quite as well. Its damage output is a little higher, but the control's not there. It's definitely a consideration, though.
So OG right now putting some thought into who they want to take away here, and it's going to be Enigma coming out after all of that.
Interesting.
Okay.
I mean, you already have Jarek's Earth Spirit with a Snap Silence on a Black Hole. You could even go a BKB Piercing Stun in your last 3 picks if that was a worry as well, but opting just to ignore it entirely. I'm wondering if this isn't going to point towards like a Legion Commander type hero. Most notably, though, S-Force Batrider is still in the pool. That's something we don't see very often.
And his Brewmaster just got banned by HellRaisers right there, so maybe a mix of research or looking at the previous series, if anything, and also, to be fair, they were just playing against it in the 2-0 matchup, and yes, they won, but maybe you're reminding them that, yeah, we don't want to have to face against that hero. So, take it away. Definitely could have been something that we see OG, but yeah, you talk about the Batrider, that stands out for an S4 option. Puck is also still there.
Yeah. I think you want to keep the Veno Flex open, if you can. Huh. Well, Huskar's not banned.
OG's turn to pick.
Brave Bane pick. That is a super brave Bane pick. You have False Promise, you have Earth Spirit with multiple disables. This is very ambitious out of HellRaisers, to put it lightly. If they just go like offlane Abaddon on the side of OG, I don't really know what HellRaisers can do. I mean, you could go Abaddon, you could go LC. Any of those offlaners with that kind of purge, and you could even go offlane Omni here, and it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. There's definitely options here for OG. Probably whatever one has the better lane matchup. Like the Veno will deal with whatever lane he gets, but... I think I'm banning LC if I'm OG, actually. Yeah, you have a good save and Oracle to stop the duel from going off, but... somebody's gonna die every time there's a duel and a Sunstrike. Then you also have arrows and grips and sleeps. It's just one more level of CC I don't want to have to deal with. Yep. Definitely could be. That would mean that you're running one of them as a 4, which we've seen work, but it does need to get a little bit more XP than something like an Earth Spirit or a Spirit Breaker or something like that roaming.
HellRaisers turn to ban.
Yeah. It tried.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
With that Invoker, and now even have the bait, like, they're pretty much good. Mirana's probably going to be safe lane? Or what do you do with Mirana here? Maybe they just go like an aggressive tri-lane.
I think you just run it as a carry at this point.
Okay.
And you figure it out from there, whether you want to run a Nyx and make it a 4, or whether you want to run Earthshaker offlane and grab another 4 roll here. But I think you just run carry Mirana. They could even look to go like a Faceless Void. Lot of synergy with just stuff you can dump into the Chrono. You can grip somebody that doesn't get caught in it. Invoker, obviously, a very nice pairing with Void. And it would give Invoker somebody else to Alacrity in team fights.
Mm-hmm. Continuing to use in that time. What's happening on the other side, by the way?
Turn to pick.
Secret versus
What?
Kingman, that's right.
Yeah.
It's the other matchup over there. Top 2 from each of the groups of 4 teams each move on to the playoff stage.
OG.
So they ban S4's Batrider. And wow.
No, Monkey King.
Huh.
For Monkey King, we're going to see here.
They have a lot of 2-hero synergies on this team. Like Earthshaker Monkey King is just insane once Shaker gets blinked. You just set up the Monkey King ult with an Echo Slam. Bane Mirana, obviously a notorious combo. Any arrow into Sunstrike is going to be devastating. I still really like a Purge effect from OG. I'm fine with either one, Abaddon or LC. They only have 9 seconds. And it's gonna be a Pugna.
And then suddenly, it hits. That it's
So
Pugna.
less anti-synergy this game than the first game that they played today, where the Decrep was actually saving people from Death Prophet ult and stuff like that. There's going to be enough magic damage flying around in this from OG that the Decrep is just going to be a net damage gain almost every time. And I'm still wondering, though, what they're going to do to counter the playstyle of HellRaisers. Like, this looks more like a set-piece draft out of OG. Like, we want to pick these heroes. That's what we're going to do.
OG really likes this core Pugna. They again ran it a fair amount, I believe, in the group stages, especially at TI7.
10 seconds.
We're seeing several teams even attempting / doing it. So,
And OG did it with mixed results. They had games where No-Tail got huge and was just saving people like crazy with life drain. He was acting like a super support almost. It was just doing a lot of things, and then they were getting their carry through Ana in the mid lane. Mm-hmm. But he had about as many games where it just fell flat. He fell a little bit behind. He just ended up being food. It's definitely been a risky pick in their history so far.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up, really, is the idea... Oh, they're swapping, actually. So now No-Tail's on Venomancer. And S4, we saw the S4 Pugna earlier. It's actually
it did not
Pugna.
look great.
It had some question marks. You know, you mentioned the synergy of the team, but that's what I was going to get at, though. The idea that he becomes a glorified support is, I think, why, for me, at least, it just feels underwhelming in the end. But, you know, if you're going to have a hero like that turns into a glorified support, having an Alchemist as your go-to, I guess, maybe makes more sense, but...
Prepare for battle.
Well, OG, they're trying to make it work here. Now, game 1 of this series, so we'll be S4 on it. No-Tail swaps to the Venomancer. They kind of did that last second as well. I kind of wonder if they were purposely doing that to throw HellRaisers off.
They could be. They could also have just been discussing it and came to a group decision at the very last second there. But I almost wonder if OG's not just trying some different stuff. You know, trying to play out the games, feel out the team. Yes, they want to win this, but it is just a minor in the end. And OG definitely a team that has their sights set on the majors. Like,
oh yeah,
you can laugh about that, but it is true to some degree, especially now that we've seen the point spread. Like, the majors are overshadowing the minors entirely, which is how it should be.
No, yeah, my chuckle was more for. I mean, I definitely agree with you, and it's just more for because you're right. Like, honestly, it is always dangerous to say that because it's not. It's almost like taken away from the other teams. Like, oh, they're just not trying. So, you know, congratulations if you beat them or whatever. But so they're trying to win, but yeah, they're a little more open to trying different things. It's like
this seems like a draft they would do like if their backs were against the wall and they felt undermanned and it was like 2-0 against them and they just had to pull something weird out. You know,
yeah,
it's their one game wonder kind of thing. So you try these out, you see what you can do on them.
Well, again, a lot of
I really
teams...
like this here. They're giving Rezo double bounty earns.
Okay, yeah, there was a Team 2 actually. I saw do this quite a bit recently. Again, I've been watching the Resolution doing that here. He ported over, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
The TP.
And a very nice block from Jerax.
Kaiser doing its own block, but gonna end up meeting about the middle right here. Slight advantage for OG there.
Yeah. Getting the range creep in front's a huge advantage, because now the lane's gonna be all screwed up in the equilibrium.
Top lane, S4 is gonna be zoned out pretty heavily by the Bane up here.
And he just has to be terrified. Level 1 Sunstrike being 100 pure damage, and he only has 600 health. Although seeing that J4 didn't go sleep, now all of a sudden he can play up a little bit. Not this much, though.
They're kind of trading one another. 3 seconds left on that Brain Sap.
If he hits the Sunstrike, this is just dead S4. Ooh.
No, it's not coming out. Pops the salve. Kaiser's busy in the middle lane. There is a lot of action in here, as Earth Spirit was being involved, so even pulling the creep wave there. I don't think that was even on purpose, just happened to aggro after him, so.
That's going to work out nice. It's going to give Alchemist a free wave.
Quick pause right there. Reset, good to go. Back to the top lane. Bane continues to run at S4. S4 is showing that he's not just going to allow Bane to do this. He's definitely willing to trade auto attacks at least. And a man fight in, but you're right. He has to keep in mind that the Sunstrike presence that could come out. Monkey King throws out that Boundless Strike. So yeah, Monkey King being played as a core here. This is, whenever we see this hero nowadays, this is definitely what you would expect to be played as. What kind of early build-up do you think we're going to see on it? Is it the Echo Saber?
Yeah, I would say like Shadowblade, Echo Saber, Deso kind of build. Something that's a lot of damage and looking to get kills in the early game. This is a very explosive core. It's almost like an Ursa, in that if you don't do much in the early game, it can really fall flat.
So active he looks to be as well. One of those heroes that definitely can be. Of course, no tree dance even just yet. That's no Primal Spring, but with him just farming away in the lane, almost wouldn't expect that to be the case, or would expect that to be the case. Not picking it up here.
Bambo is getting a ton out of this bottom lane though. He got a crossbow off, which ate a couple of his creeps and was able to get one of the last hits with the arrows, so he's actually sitting very nice in this lane so far.
Oh, that pathing. Okay. Yeah, 3-3, that was being set up for a while. It's just a matter of time, but at the last second, as a fissure wore off, the pathing caused 3-3 to go the other direction. Bottom lane, Sexy Bambo is going to be nuked down. And the dot from Venomancer finishes the job, so they do get a turn kill at least, but the First Blood striking first in favor of HellRaisers there. As they cut S4, the rotation from Earth Shaker, allowing that to happen. He did decrepify the Monkey King right there to try to prevent being, as he's doing right here actually. Sunstrike comes out though on top of the Nightmare. And there's the easy kill. That's that combo you're talking about. Now Jerax just rolled into death. Yep, double kill to 3-3 all of a sudden.
This is the fear. You can straight up ignore a Monkey King and he's not going to be that scary. Even if you give him total free farm for the first 10-15 minutes, if you're getting something out of it. That's why I was really nervous about this Pugna pick here. They don't have anyone that can man up and sustain in this off lane. And feeding a Monkey King kills is way worse than just letting him have the lane.
Well, for now, S4 is going to make his way back up here, but when it comes to, some heroes can maybe just transition into a jungle. Pugna is not necessarily one. I mean, I guess he kind of with another blast, but he's going to stack here at least.
Yeah, he's just stacking for Alk.
He's trying to. Oh, oh, trying to steal the rune. But S4 picks it up first. Arcane Rune
S4 gonna go greedy and go for the second one too? Nah, they want Malad here.
Oh, the Decrepify slowing him down there initially. Out comes another blast. They do get the Arcane Rune on Jerax, so nice play all around there from OG.
Rezo's already jungling. He wants no part in the potential sleep into arrow into Sunstrike.
Alright, so just gonna farm what he can over here. You mentioned that stack that was made by the Pugna up here, but the ward's put down, so whenever Alchemist or whoever goes over there to do it.
Yeah, look at the other stack though that Rezo's looking to take right now. Jerax has been putting in work, and so's Fly. I mean, this is huge. Probably needs level 5 at least before he goes for that though. Get a couple more points up in Acid Spray.
See, can he actually stack it again? This is tough. I said tough, it's Jerax. Of course he's got it.
Breaking those trees makes it a lot easier. The hitboxes for the creeps are actually designed that you have to pull them the way the trees are set.
Yeah.
So, once you break trees, it gets a lot easier.
S4 top lane. Guess what? In trouble again. Decrepify goes up. Primal Spring, though. Monkey King making use of the time. The charge is adding up from the Jingle Mastery. He's full charge now. Then a blast. Oh, it gets blocked by Earthshaker, but it doesn't matter. Boundless Strike comes out. And 3-3 is on a killing spree now. At the top lane. So it kind of goes back to your point earlier that if you're S4 here, you probably want to avoid going back to the top lane.
But where else do you go? I mean, I guess you can give him mid, since your Alk's not using it, but
yeah,
it's kind of too little too late. You already gave the monkey the dream start.
J4 hanging around a little bit too long. He brain zaps to survive a little bit longer. Nightmares comes up, but he's definitely dead. Trying to get it maybe Alchemist. S4 gets credit for the kill.
Rezo needs to finish his camp now and smash his ult, though. That means they saw he was killing a stack.
He's going to finish it off, though. Is level 6, and as you said, there's that chemical rage now to use. So, yeah, S4 is going to soak up the middle lane, meanwhile. While that top lane continues to play out with Monkey King now free farming. Well, been free farming early. How's No-Tail doing? I haven't talked too much about him down here. He is 30-6.
He exists.
He exists. That's a way to put it, I guess. He's actually going Medallion, by the way.
This is entirely a 4 Protect 1 draft. They're playing around Alchemist the rest of the game. So look to see him go potentially full solar into like Force Staff. Sleep into Arrow though. Yeah.
Good combo. Mentioned that earlier, and we've seen it now a couple of times.
And honestly, OG's gonna be okay with that as long as it doesn't fall on one of their cores. Like on Rezo, I guess. The only
I was gonna
core on
say.
this team.
Technically.
Yeah. That's their whole game plan here. It's just all on Rezo. 7 minutes in, he's already got an armlet coming out with stacks to still farm towards his Radiance. But this is an explosive start from HellRaisers. The thing they need to be doing now is looking to take towers. Not something their team is particularly good at doing, but they already have an Aquila up on the Monkey King that's going to help. And they really need to just look at trying to get 1 or 2 towers so they can get deep wards in and close Resolution's jungle off a little bit.
Yeah, Mirana. Again, the idea of an Ags is just not really seen anymore on Miranas. See that they transition a lot more into just the right-click style. So we'll see how he goes. Yeah, you like it better?
Yeah. I don't really like the Diffusal Manta build anymore, though. I really like the Maelstrom Dragonlance, though. I think that build is just insane. Fly is going to get scouted out here by 3-3 as soon as he jumps to another tree.
I was going to say, you didn't actually see him right there. They go on to Jax instead. They might get the click. Oh, in comes a Fortune's End. Perfect placement there from Fly. And the bait pays off for them. Yeah, they did not see Oracle. I went to their vision for a second. He was just too far away.
With the changes to Monkey King tree vision, you got to be like OCD and just hop around a couple trees. Because you still get flying vision while you're jumping, which can give you a little more. But yeah, great positioning there from Fly. One thing that needs to be said, Fortune's End purges Monkey King's stacks. So you can actually get rid of the debuff once he has that on him and is just doing a ton of damage. So look for that in the mid game here. Can definitely be a big thing. I believe it only works once he has the buff. You can't purge off the stacks going onto him, but you can purge the full buff.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Invoker has it Alacrity up, pushing out the middle tower. And a Midas, of course, finish as the Ags now. In Q at least. Top lane. Fate's Edict for the disarm, but a good job by 3-3 using the Primal Spring to finish off Fly right there. You try to make the TP outplay, but 3-3 is a little bit too quick on that. Gets him killed, so Fly 5.5, almost level 6 for that false promise at least. Meanwhile, Resolution, he just continues to farm Ancients now. Of course, Armlet in hand, and another 2,100 gold saved up for him here, so looking pretty strong. Taking a look at the net worth. Yep, he's got a 2,000 net worth lead currently over the Invoker here. Venomancer, that medallion finish you talked about, this really emphasizes the idea of the 4-1 strategy. Protect Alchemist at all costs.
Really is. And Rezo might not even look at a lane until this Radiance is done. I think he's just going to go back and forth between these 4 jungle camps.
J4 is running in down
come
here.
On, Fly. Stack. Stack. You know you want to.
Sleeps up. There's a Nightmare. Starstorm in the face. And Jerax, he tried to make a play after the fact. Not going to happen. I like how J4 just literally just like walks up to them, takes all this damage, doesn't even care. Nightmare's the target for the Sunstrike kill. It's like they had a mission and they accomplished it, and it ends up being a double kill actually for Sexy Bamboo. You just, can't do anything.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for them to do anything on the side of OG. But again, this is their game plan. They had to know this picking that Pugna last. People are going to die.
Bottom lane, they're going on to Mirana. Beautiful boulder smash done again. Said that once or twice. And they're getting the kill. The Fortune's End. J4. Yep, the Purifying Flames is too much damage. Playing that well. Level 3 Purifying Flames, a lot of damage.
That's a guy that's played a lot of work. I mean, that's a pretty basic Oracle combo, but he's so far ahead now. Like, he's actually a kill threat.
Milan's running in. Oh, the block off on S4. Just a matter of time before he goes down. Invoker will finish the job with that alacrity. So nice block off there. What's over here? That's Bane dealing with Jerax. Ends up falling back. Middle tower gets denied in the end, so nice push enough from OG. The Fiend's Grip locking out Venomancer meanwhile. That's going to be a kill on him. Milan comes in for the stomp, trying to get closer to that Blink Dagger.
Rezo, though, flying out to buy his relic right now.
Oh, nice combo. Like catch fly here. Balance strike into the arrow. So you mentioned Rezo does have the Radiance almost finished, but
it's just a weird game. OG really can't do anything other than try to burst one with the Oracle and then die. Like that is their entire game plan right now.
Well, they're gonna go for the middle tower. Do it pretty easily in the, I mean, maybe not. It's in deny range now. Monkey King goes in the flank and a long range melee auto attack. Secures the kill right there. So Venomancer just gonna take advantage of the farm that's pushing up now. But HellRaisers, that is, will fall back. Monkey King, the Echo Saber, sure enough, is gonna be his item choice at least first. And Mirana, that's all she has? She has to have more than that. No? Okay. Yeah, I guess she's only 3,500 net worth, actually. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, Aquila's expensive. I mean, that's 1,000 gold right there. Tread's 1,500. It just adds up.
That makes sense, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Might add a little bit more, but Bane rotating to the bottom lane, though. That Fiend's Grip is just about back up. Definitely catch somebody here.
Yeah, if it's Jerax, we'll have to see how good he can be with his fingers, because you can actually silence the Fiend's Grip mid-grip if you do it fast enough as Earth Spirit and then just roll away. But I have to imagine he's just going to let this go and hope he doesn't get spotted. Your Alex still farming. You're actually pushing top lane as well right now. S4 doing a ton of work on this building.
That's something Pugner can definitely do with that Nether Blast. Level 4, a lot of tower damage. And he's going to use that right here. Jerax is still sitting up at the bottom lane. Wonder if any TP is going to come out and maybe make a play when they're pinging it out.
Their fort's up, so they have a little bit of time. If they fort right after this creep dies, they can kind of screw with HR for a while.
Uh-oh. Right as Oracle's porting in, now they kind of catch Monkey King, though, really. He ends up getting down himself. AT to put on himself from Fly. Healing himself up. 3-3, though, with a balance strike. Enough damage for the kill. The Nightmare also applied defensively right there. Maybe it took it off. They get the kill on Earth Spirit, though. Bane, meanwhile. Fiend's Grip, locking down. He will end up going down. The tower kill on top of that Resolution with the Chemical Rage. So the Echo Slam comes out. The Sunstrike, that's going to completely whiff right there. And this Radiance Burn is doing a work for Resolution. It's a double
Radiance
kill.
Poison Nova, pretty silly this early. I mean, that was just so much damage.
Great kill stopper. So yeah, the choice to defend right there definitely works out for OG. Yeah,
I will be right back.
Sure.
Door.
Invoker's Sunstrike was pretty off the mark right there. It almost seemed like he was going for his teammate. How that was looking. But, oh, he tries the Sunstrike over here, and Ole Miss pushes out the lane, though. He almost has that axe finished, at least. Under 100 gold needed. And Invoker will be ready to go with said item. Bane. Oh, we could have purchased an energy booster right here. He wanted the first. Now I'll probably pick it up. Maybe. Thinking about it. Okay. Nope. He's going to stay away from the Arcane Boots for now. Over here, Alchemist. I hear him somewhere. But anyways, they're going to go on Invoker right here. The life sap comes out and they do kill Invoker. He did just finish his axe at least. So, slight positive there for Kaiser. There's a great kill onto him as Monkey King continues to leap away. They're in pursuit though. Thumbs down, Fortress, and the root comes up. Unstable Concoction. That Decrepify and the Purifying Flames. Oh my god. That is an insane amount of damage. Oracle feels like he can almost one-shot people at this rate. What are we looking at? 40% right now. It's up to 60%. And you're looking at this ability dealing 360 magic damage each time it's used, so... yeah, that's like a good chunk of damage on a very short cooldown too. What is it? It's like a 2.25 second cooldown, yeah.
All right, what a
pretty
miss.
insane. Well, what I was just talking about right there, they caught Monkey. They also caught Invoker before, but they got Monkey King too. The Decrepify with a Purifying Flame Nuke is insane damage.
Oh, it's absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
yeah, Oracle got such a huge start on her levels that it's his levels that it's just doing a ton of damage.
Yeah, we saw it come into play right there against the Monkey King. Speaking of Monkey, he's got the Echo Saber leaping on in, Primal Spring very quickly. Jerax does a Boulder Smash though, buying some time for TPs to Hell. Fissure will miss. Sunstrike, it's not going to hit. And that's the cue to get out if you're HellRaisers. Don't want to overcommit for this. As Resolution continues to buy more time and push out the top lane with that Radiance. Bot's now finished. The orb for the eventual Mantis style also picked up. Pugna also has an Aether Lens. It's a great first item for him to have, especially with that life drain.
Yeah, it's going to let him stay out of range of a lot of the threats here from HellRaisers. If he stays way at the max end of his life drain range, they have to commit way too hard to get to him. So, definitely great in this 4 Protect 1 style where their entire goal is just keep Rezo alive.
That network chart's really something, because obviously you got Rezo way up there. It's no surprise you got Invoker, it drops out with Monkey, and then it just really drops up after that. You know, so farm being soaked up on either side by just a couple of heroes, or even the one in Alchemist's case. But that Boundless Strike hits 4 heroes. Look at this tier 3 tower, though. It's already so much damage. Wukong's command is going to be canceled. Chose not to commit for it as they were not pushing in. And that's going to be the end of that attempt, at least. But again, they get at least a lot of damage on the tier 4. J4 is found. And he's probably going to die here. Jerax just kill secured. The Boulder Smash there. So nice find for them, and 15,000 net worth now on Resolution.
Yeah, with where he's at in this game, I mean, we're only 18 minutes in. This is the timing where you normally see the Boots of Travel just starting to get picked up, maybe the Yasha, and he's already closing in on the full Manta. I'm really curious if he's going to continue going the standard build of old, where you go the Octarine next, and then an AC or a Shiva's, or if he's going to end up going more of a battle-oriented build like we saw in the last game, where, you go AC, or you go even Abyssal would be an okay item. Armor is super value, though, against this team. Like, Monkey King's Wukong's command and his Boundless Strike are pretty much the only ways they kill you. It's that or you getting caught out and you get Sunstruck, but he's definitely in a good spot to potentially just run over this game.
Like a Shiva's for sure.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I really like the standard build here. I think it gives them enough survivability, and I don't think they're going to be hurting in damage for a while yet. I think just going Octarine into Shiva's is very good.
We're here. Milan opens up. They find their Spirit. Those are Shaker. The initial kill for the Sunstrike doesn't happen, but enough follow-up there. Unstable Concoction. He's able to get it off, kind of leap away from Murata. It still connects, though. Cannot disjoint that. Bane. He dies in the background, so 1-for-1 exchange right now. This fight still could be happening, though. I mean, Milan's here. He has an Echo Slam. Oh, no, he's going to run away. Oh, might kill the Courier? They kill the Courier. Oh, that's a hefty Courier, actually. That was on that old simple items. Milan goes for the Echo Slam in the face of Alchemist. Sunstrike, it's not going to hit, though. False Promise comes out anyways. And healing up Resolution right here, so dire side. I don't know if they want to keep around. I mean, they're still in the area. In comes the Tornado just on Venomancer by himself. They kill Murata, though. Kaiser gets the kill onto Venomancer, but he's going to end up dying. That Fiend's Grip. This is just very desperate mode here by HellRaisers. The tunnel vision's real. And they're going to get run over because of it. They just gave us an ultra kill. Yeah, why they stuck around that long?
Should be able to get out. But yeah, that's just an overstay. Their team is not meant to take really long, drawn-out fights. They're very point-oriented. You hit a sleep into an arrow into a Sunstrike, or you hit an Echo into a Wukong's command. You want your fights to be like 5 seconds. 3-3, though, going in. Jerax just kicked Fly to his death.
Loves to be flashy here. And this time wasn't as epic. Really, he's like, hey, go after him. Runs the other way.
That Chrono Kick might be the play of the month.
That was big. Yeah, no, that was a huge play. Jerax, especially with the point of the game and everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely massive. But again, still a huge gain for OG there. You get a ton of gold stacked up on your Alchemist. And these aren't really heroes you look at and you think, man, those Ags are amazing. But they're all incrementally very, very nice once he gets to that point. Oracle's bringing Purifying Flames down to like a 1 second cooldown is just filthy. You've got the Veno Ags, it's pretty common. Even Pugna Ags, just being able to have it on no cooldown could be super impactful. And I'm still not even, like, I feel bad just listing all of them, but even Jerax's, though, if you just stone form somebody who gets slept into arrow, you can absolutely save them from the initial burst, and that gets rid of about half of HellRaisers' combo right there.
Yeah, given Jerax more room to make plays, that seems like a good idea to me, so... I'm gonna be surprised if that's up on the tier list, as far as giving up the Ags.
Yeah, with it being Jerax's Earth Spirit, you may even do that first. Anyone else, maybe not, but...
Roshan, kind of poking at him a little bit right here. They're also just scouting out the illusions. J4 is going to be found by an illusion. Boulder Smash, it's going to miss this time. Yeah, funky angle here. Double concoction. They do see him. He was acting like they didn't see him. Turn around.
He just walked into sentry range there. Otherwise, Alk stuns himself.
I'm gonna say that it's almost like he was walking away, and then but that makes more sense then, and actually have the vision in full there.
That was one of those. He's probably like, I think Alk's stunning. Let me go check real quick, and just walked into range so I could chuck it at him.
And now Resolution gonna help finish off Roshan. I mean, the Dire Side's thinking about making a play right here. They do have the Echo Slam. Arrow hits Oracle. Is that your cue? Might be. Roshan's just about dead. Out comes the Echo Slam. Resolution picks up the Aegis. They kill Oracle off the bat. In comes the Life Drain, though, on the Earthshaker. He's going to end up on the Wukong's command, dealing plenty of damage as Venomist gets picked up, as does the Alchemist. But now 3-3 in the midst of it. That Nether Blast just nuked him down. The Nether Ward's also doing plenty, I'm sure, in the fight. And Resolution, well, the Aegis used immediately. But look at the top lane, meanwhile. The creep wave alone is doing plenty of damage.
This is nuts. And they're still distracting HellRaisers. They can't send anyone up to this.
That was a clutch nightmare, by the way, onto Invoker right there to help him get away, but Bane will end up dying.
And that courier kill was huge. That was Invoker's BKB on it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't chase this Rezo.
Do it! Okay, the illusion. Not gonna actually get the kill, but... really
totally different side of OG this game. I mean, opening up the game strong. They had a game plan in mind. Even the kills given out early game were pretty clearly part of the game plan here. So that's a huge opening, cracking the entire base, getting a set of racks at 24 minutes. And Rezo's just going to be unstoppable. I mean, he could just go walk over and buy a plate mail right now, and he's almost unkillable.
He's at that status of how do you deal with it? If you're HellRaisers, there's no obvious answer here. And even just him by himself would be a difficult task, but then you have to factor in obviously all the supporting casts, especially a hero like Oracle. But again, this kind of goes back to the 4-1 strategy on top of that. Even the quote-unquote core Pugna being played by S4 is really just a beefed-up support here.
Oh yeah.
So
even Venom is operating like that too. Straight Solar Crest just to protect. It's absolutely the game plan here.
EMP, the Fate Edict goes up. Prevent the damage. And
the nice part about a strat like this, these Alk images can keep the creep wave up for you, letting Pugna with this Aether Lens just chip away at the building. He can cast Nether Blast from further away. It makes it a lot safer to do. So as long as you have something pushing in the creep waves, which they do with this Manta Silent Alk, there's really nothing stopping OG here.
Nightmare on Alchemist. There's the arrow on top. So good synergy here. This is a big wombo combo, but out comes a false promise. And the heals are being spammed right here. God, look at that damage and heals.
He's going to be full. He's going to be full.
Yep, you're right. Look at that right there. Tornado ends up hitting Alchemist.
So filthy.
Or excuse me, Oracle. That was just ridiculous. Everything going out.
And that was everything. I mean, that was all they had.
J4 ties way back in the base. But can they really reset and go back in here? It doesn't seem like they're going to go for that. They're going to pop a shrine over here. Pinging it at least.
Like, Echo was on cooldown for that initiation, is up now, so maybe that's what's keeping them back a little bit. The other thing is just the fact that your Alk needs to go buy some stuff. He's sitting at 3,000 gold. You might as well spend that gold. You have a really commanding lead right now. There's a lot of free gold on the map as well. You still have the 2 outer shrines, the tier 2 bottom. Those are things that HellRaisers is going to really struggle to contest. It's going to take like a Mirana ult into a very aggressive smoke and a lot of praying. So I would be surprised to see any contestation for those.
Their spirit, the patience to wait for the angle to get both of them lined up for the boulder smash. Magnetizes up, Invoker's dead. And Mirana, good job TPing out at least. He'll stay alive. About 50 seconds, Invoker's going to be staying dead. I'll buy back for him. At least he gets his BKB finished. Mentioned that from earlier. Courier being killed. No Wukong's command though either, so yeah, this could be a free push. There is an Echo Slam. See how spread they are. Again, all the supports can just sit back and let Alchemist stay in the front lines.
Wukong command up very, very soon though, like 5 seconds.
Yeah. And Echo Slam ready, as mentioned. So, will they actually commit to this? Saw what happened last time. False promise just being sat on. Promise bringing the backlines. Going for S4. Here we go. BKB's pop Kaiser. Trying to just man-find the Alchemist. Don't know about that. He gets Nightmare up. Echo Slam hits a couple of heroes, kinda. Not the prettiest one. However, nice stun on a couple of heroes back here. Oracle goes down. Venomancer gets picked off. Yeah, if you can't kill the raid boss, kill everything around him. And that's exactly what HellRaisers is going for. But now Resolution running down Kaiser, and the burn will be enough to secure that kill right there. Wukong's command is activated. JRX just out of range, though. He manages to escape. 3-3 still in pursuit, but the boulder smash, the silence after. He's going to be decrepified, nuked on down. S4 with the life drain to finish him off.
That just showed how much room OG has in this game, because Rezo sat there beating on buildings until he's like, oh, shit, my team's kind of losing this. He waited until 2 were dead before he even peeled off the buildings, and they still won the fight.
That Rax just about dead. Resolution, he'll take care of it. Gets the actual kill. And that is now 2 melee racks destroyed in OG's favor. Coming up in 20 minutes here. We get 2 sets of racks. Just rotate to the bottom lane. The double damage rune still on Alchemist, in fact. So
and a full AC done. He just picked that up here. Flew in the last few pieces of it, so. Gonna be even harder to bring down than he once was.
Resolution. Kind of have some fun right there, JRX. He pushes Resolution away from the bounty room. He's getting a little bit silly with it now, but
didn't go
reason
full
to be
BM
excited.
and take it, though.
Yeah. Just taunting.
He should have.
He should have, I agree. He is a true player. Ward goes
this
down,
is
they
just
know Malone's
showing
here.
how tanky he is. They might even bring Rezo down here, but it really doesn't
they got
matter.
Oracle. He's fine.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even throwing out the false promise. He's confident in his heals now. Okay, he's going to throw it out now, if anything, because he might figure he dies here. But Decrepify into the blink away. The teamwork is just godlike from OG right now. And you see Resolution, all of a sudden he's back to full life.
Dirty.
Kaiser? Ooh, he was caught there. Still swatting
I mean,
away.
that's Megas. That's a pretty clean game 1. This is over.
3-3, well, at least get a kill to patch the stats before. But GG's called, and it is official. Game 1 going to OG. And yeah, I gotta say, even though they won the first series 2-1, we had the question marks there. Definitely a cleaner Game 1 here.
Yeah, this was a much better use of the Pugna. They had a concise game plan for him the entire game, and it paid off really well. I mean, Rezo got the start he